I hope you're doing all right. Hi, Lucia, Dulce, Alejandra, Sani. Okay, so we got to our last day of class. We have a lot of stuff to do. Okay, so now you can see my screen. Today we're going to review from units 1 to 6. Okay, so basically everything that we did on PS3. Okay, reminders. As always, I will tell you some things that I need you to do or to take into account during the class. So today you need your book and a notebook. Your book, especially for, to practice some conversations that we're going to do. Okay. Remember to check the platform and to complete all the activities. And yeah, today we have something a little bit different. Um, aside from answering from the chat and reading, at like later in the class, we're going to have a practice for the final exam using the Unit 6 quiz. Okay, so um, you have to be able to turn on your camera. Okay, not your microphone, but your camera. I will tell you when. Okay, so that's gonna be only for the practice quiz. When I tell you like right now, turn on your cameras. If you have a problem, don't worry. But if you can, that's gonna be awesome. It's gonna help you because in the final exam, it's gonna be like that. You have to turn on your camera to see what's going on. Okay. Remember that you can also use reactions. You can give thumbs up, you can clap, and you can raise your hand when you want to volunteer. What are we going to learn today? Well, today we're going to review units 4 to 6 with the review from the book. Then we're going to review units 1 to 3 with the practice quizzes. So we're going to redo them. After that, we're going to have the practice quiz that I told you about, that you have to turn on your camera, and we're going to see how this works, okay? And the last thing that we're going to do today is I'm going to walk you through how our final exam is going to be, okay? I will tell you some recommendations and things that you can do if you have a problem or whatever, okay? So be prepared for turning on your cameras, as I told you before, okay? Well, so let's get started with the review from the book from units 4 to 6. So right now I need to get your book. Go get your book. We're going to work on page 42, okay? So whenever you have your book on page 42, give me thumbs up or tell me ready, okay? Hi, Misias. Okay, Sunny, you're ready? Okay, Nav is also ready. Okay, so we're going to start with activity 1. Okay, activity 1 says read the conversation and circle the correct answer. So you have this conversation in your books, and you have to choose, for example, here you have two options. You have before and after. So read the context, read the conversation, and when you're ready, when you finish, just let me know in the chat like finish. Okay? Did you get to finish activity 1? Or do you need more time? Okay, Lucia finished. Felia, Alejandra, okay, great. Okay, Nath too. Can I have one volunteer to read his or her answers? Okay, Nath, go ahead.
Hi,
Hi, Nath, how are you?
fine.
Okay, so can
The
you
first or all the conversation?
let's go one by one. For example, in number 1, before or
Yes.
after?
Before.
Before, okay. In number 2, beautifulest or most beautiful?
Most beautiful.
Okay. What about number 3?
Bright.
Bright. Okay. I'm sorry. Um,
Number 4,
Number 4,
them.
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 Okay. And number 5.
Number 5, the best.
Okay, I will show you the answers and you tell me if they are similar to your answers.
Okay.
Before, most beautiful, bright, then, and best. Yes?
Yes, it's
Great.
correct, teacher.
Perfect. Thank you very much for participating.
You're welcome.
Okay, so right now we're going to listen to the conversation. Yeah, don't worry, Ariel. That happened to all of us, I guess. But I'm glad you made it. Okay, so we're going to listen to the conversation and I'm gonna move it around so you can see all of it.
Review Units 4 to 6. Page 42. Listen and check your answers. Then practice the conversation with a partner.
What are you doing, David?
I'm planning a vacation for me and my friend Leo. He's getting married soon, but before that, I want to take him on a trip.
Wow, that's a nice present. Where are you going?
Bali.
Where's that?
It's an island in Indonesia. It's one of the most beautiful islands in the world.
Sounds amazing. You're a great friend, David.
Well, he's my best friend. And Lisa, the bride, is my friend too.
That's nice.
I can't wait to go. Bali has great beaches. There's a rainforest and there's even a volcano.
What are you going to do when you get there?
First, we're going to the beach. Then, we're going to do a yoga course.
Oh, interesting.
Then, we're going to do a cooking class with the best chef in Indonesia.
Wow, can I go with you too?
Okay, so Farid, can you help me model the conversation?
Yep.
Okay, great. Do you want to start, or do you want me to start?
Okay, I can start.
Okay,
What are you doing, David?
I'm planning a vacation for me and my friend Leo. He's getting married soon, but before that, I want to take him on a trip.
Wow, that's a nice present. Where are you going?
Bali.
Where is that?
It's an island in Indonesia. It's one of the most beautiful islands in the world.
Sounds amazing. You're a great friend, David.
Well, he's my best friend, and Lisa, the bride, is my friend too.
That's nice.
I can't wait to go. Bali has great beaches, there's a rainforest, and there's even a volcano.
And what are you going to do when you get there?
First, we're going to the beach, then we're going to do a yoga course.
Oh, interesting.
Then we're going to do a cooking class with the best chef in Indonesia.
Wow. Can I go with you too?
Great. Thank you very much for it.
You're welcome.
Okay. Can I have 2 volunteers to read the conversation? Let's see, there's one volunteer there, Francisco, and one more person, and Dulce.
Hi, teacher.
Hello, how are you?
Fine.
Hello.
Great. So, hi, Francisco. Dulce, you start the conversation, and Francisco, you continue.
Okay. What are you doing, David?
I'm planning a vacation for me and my friend Leo. He's getting married soon, but before that, I want to take him on a trip.
Wow, that's a nice present. Where are you going?
Bali.
Where's that?
It's an island in Indonesia. It's one of the most beautiful islands in the world.
Sounds amazing. You are a great friend, David.
Well, he's my best friend, and Lisa, the bride, is my friend too.
That's nice.
I can't wait to go. Bali is a great beaches. Has a great beaches. There is a rainforest, and there is even a volcano.
What are you going to do when you get there?
First, we're going to the beach, then we're going to do yoga course.
Oh, interesting.
Then we're going to do a cooking class with the best chef in Indonesia.
Wow, can I go with you too?
Perfect. Thank you very much, Dulce and Francisco.
You're welcome.
Um,
Okay. Well, so let's continue with activity 2. Here it says, put a box around the places and activities. Practice the conversation again. Use your own ideas for the places and activities. Okay, so here, where are the places that you can see? You can tell me in the chat. Okay, so Bali. Office, yeah. It's better if it's a country. Island, okay. Okay, and aside from Indonesia, okay, what other place is there in the conversation? Beaches, okay. Rainforest, very good, Francisco. Alejandro, you had the same idea, very good. Okay, so try to remember some other options. What are other places different from rainforest, beach, volcano? You can write them down on the chat. Lake, okay. River, ocean, sea, hill, waterfall, mountain, stream. Very good, very good. Okay, now what are the activities? What activities do we have in this conversation? Cook, take a trip, do yoga, okay. Yeah, eating, I don't think eating is there, but yeah. Okay, and what other activities can you put in that place? What other ideas can you include in the conversation? Okay, so sunbathe, right? Sunbathe, go camping, go hiking, sightseeing, very good. Okay, so, oh yeah, scuba diving, very good, very good. Okay, what we're going to do now is I will separate the class in smaller groups. You have to turn on your audio and you're going to practice the conversation, but changing the words. For example, you're not going to say Bali, you're going to say another place. Or you're not going to say Indonesia, you're going to say, I don't know, a different country. Or you're not going to say, um, do a cooking class. You can do a different class, like do a painting class or something like that. Okay. So I will make the small groups. I will give you about 5 minutes to practice, and then we're gonna go back together. Okay, right now you can join your small groups to practice the conversation. Ariel, Nath, Cynthia, you can join your groups. Dulce, you can join your group.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Is there anyone else? Sulema, Enzo. Okay. Practice a conversation with your new ideas. I will just be observing.
Okay.
Okay.
Mm,
Oh, hello. Hello. Okay, what are you doing, Sulema or Enzo?
I'm planning a vacation for me and my friend Leo. He's getting married soon, but before that, I want to take him on a trip.
Wow, that's nice. Wow, that's a nice present. Where are you going?
Rio de Janeiro.
Hello, Camila and Sunny. Do you have your books to practice the conversation?
Hello, teacher. I have.
Okay.
Camila says that she can't speak right now.
Oh, okay. No problem. I can move you to another group, Sunny, so you can practice the conversation.
It's all right.
No problem, Camila. Don't worry. It's okay.
For me and my friend Leo.
What does a nice present? Where are you going?
Bali.
Where's that?
It's an island in Indonesia. It's one of the most beautiful islands in the world.
Sounds
Ariel,
like teacher.
hi teacher.
I'm just passing by. See you in a moment.
yes, sir. Esteban.
Okay, welcome back, everyone. I hope you could practice the conversation at least once. We're gonna leave it, that page right there because our time today is very limited and we have a lot of stuff to cover. So, you can do activity 2 and activity 3 in your houses later on, or you can practice with another person. But right now, we're going to move on to the next page, page 43. Okay, so we have a question right here. Look at the photos. What problems do the runners have? What do you think? What are their problems? You can write down on the chat. Okay, Alejandra says they're thirsty. Okay, Sulema says they're fatigued or tired, right? Okay, what problem do you think these runners have, the ones from this picture? Okay, so probably they're cold. Okay, yeah, the weather. And what about these guys over here? These runners over here. What do you think their problems are? Yeah, Nath, very good. So they have the opposite problem probably. They are suffering the heat, not the cold. Well, so right now we're going to read this article. I will play the audio.
Page 43. Reading. The Marathon. The Greatest Test.
In 490 BC, a soldier named Pheidippides ran 40 kilometers, 24.8 miles, to Athens, Greece, from a town called Marathon. He ran because he had news of a victory in a battle. When the first modern Olympic Games took place in Athens in 1896, there was a 40-kilometer race to honor him. Now there are marathons in many major cities around the world. One of the biggest is in New York City. When the NYC Marathon started in 1970, there were 127 runners. Now there are 30,000, and 2 million people stand in the streets and watch it. That's the most people at any live sports event in the U.S. And there are marathons on every continent, up mountains, across deserts, and even on volcanoes. The highest marathon is on Mount Everest. Runners start at 5,184 meters, 17,000 feet, and finish in a town called Namche Bazaar at 3,446 meters, 11,300 feet. They have to run along hard mountain trails. The hottest marathon is the Marathon des Sables in the Sahara Desert, and the coldest is at the North Pole. Runners in the North Pole Marathon have to run on dangerous ice and snow. They fly from Norway and then fly back again immediately after they finish the race. Do you want to run a marathon? Here's some good advice. You should start preparing for a marathon 14 weeks before you run the race. For the first 4 weeks, you should jog short distances during the week and longer distances on the weekend. By week 9, you should be ready to try a half marathon. In addition to training and exercise, you should try to get good sleep and eat good, fresh food. And on the day of the race, relax. Don't get stressed.
Easier to said than done, right? Well, so what you're going to do right now is complete activity 5, read the article, and write a question for these answers. So you have the answers here, like 40 kilometers. But what is 40 kilometers, right? What is the question for that? You create the question, and then we're going to share the questions, and we're going to compare with the rest of the class, okay? If you have any doubts, you can write down on the chat. I will be checking there. Try to make the questions very, very specific. Okay, Ariel already finished. Let's wait for a little bit and then we're gonna start checking. Okay, great. So we can start checking. Can I have one volunteer to read the questions? Dulce, okay.
All of it or just the first one?
All of it.
Okay. How many kilometers run the soldier Heidi Pides?
Mm-hmm.
He ran 40 kilometers.
Okay.
B. How many people run the marathon? The marathon, the people are 30,000.
Uh-huh.
What's the name of the city to finish the race? Is the Namche Bazaar.
Okay.
What's the hottest marathon? It's the Marathon des Sables.
Uh-huh.
How many weeks do you need to prepare? You need to prepare about 40 weeks
Okay.
before to the marathon. And the last one is, what do you need to do on the day of the race? Do you need to relax?
Okay, Dulce. I will read the answers and let's see if they are similar or not. Okay. Well, so uh, let's see. Question number one: how far did the first soldier run? These questions can be, they don't need to be exactly the same. They can be just similar, right?
Okay.
So number two, how many people run in the New York City Marathon? Number three, where does the Mount Everest finish? Number four, what is the hottest marathon? Number five, how long should you prepare for a marathon? And number nine, what should you do on the day of a marathon? Are they similar? So?
Kind of.
Kind of. Okay, very good. Thank you very much, Dulce.
You're welcome.
Okay, so we're going to complete up to here. Activity 6, you can do it in your houses. You can answer about yourselves. Okay, Enzo. Then, okay, so what else can you do to review for the exam? You can also complete this review. I'll show you pages 22 and 23, and you can also complete the review in the workbook. Okay, so now we're gonna start our review together for units 1 to 3. Okay. Oh, yeah. Let's do this really quick. We're going to do the practice quizzes from units 1, 2, and 3 to see how much you remember. Okay. Well, Farid, I will need your help for this activity.
Sure.
Okay, just tell me their answers.
Okay, let's do it.
Okay, so question number 1. What did you it says, what did you last vacation? Probably what did you do?
Number 2.
Okay, so let's go to the next one. Question 2, or activity 2. I can't speak German.
Option 3.
Okay. Question 3. I thought the Planet of the Apes was great.
Okay, option 1.
Okay. Question 4. Did you really work 12 hours yesterday?
Okay, option 2.
Okay. Question 5. I think Die Hard is the most exciting movie ever.
Option 1.
Uh-huh. Question 6. I wasn't at the mall yesterday.
Option 2.
Okay. Question 7. Did you like the class?
Option 2.
Okay. Question 8. I'm going to study French next summer.
Option 2.
Uh-huh. Number 9. I don't like to go fishing.
Option, I mean, they're between option 2 and 3.
Okay, let's go with option 2. Number 10. I enjoyed the movie. What about you?
Option 3.
Mm-hmm. We got to 11. How do you feel when you see a ghost?
Option 2.
Okay. 12. Did you pass the exam, George?
Option 1.
Okay. Number 13. What kind of movie do you like? Or what kind of movies do you like?
Option 2.
Uh-huh. We're about to finish this practice quiz. Number 14. I think this movie has amazing special effects.
Option 2.
Mm-hmm. And the last one for this unit, number 15. I am not going on vacation next year.
Option 2.
Okay, let's see. Oh, we had only one mistake. It was in number 15. So in number 15, B is incorrect. I'm not going on vacation next year. Neither am I. I can't afford it. That's the correct answer. Okay, remember that you have to pay attention here to see what is your auxiliary verb. Okay, let's do practice quiz for unit 3. Question 1. Let's go parasailing this weekend.
Well, there's only one answer right now, and it's option C.
C, okay.
Or 3.
This practice quiz is short, it's only 10 questions. Let's see number 2. Have you ever flown an airplane during a storm?
Option 1.
Uh-huh. Okay. Number 3. Blank Mirtha played tennis before?
Well, here we have all the options, 1, 2, 3. So, I mean, okay. I mean, we have all the options here.
Okay.
Go between 1, 2, 3. So you can select the one you want.
Okay, so I'll give you the right answer for this one. Is A.
Okay, yeah, Ariel is right. Ariel say, and also Nat will say it's 1.
Okay, congratulations to them. Okay, let's see. Number 4. I blank finish my homework yet.
Option 1.
Very good. 5. Have you ever seen a penguin in South America?
Option 2.
Number 6. Have Alfred and Jane read blank a book about Egypt?
Option 3.
Okay. 4 more to go. Number 7. Did you go to Brazil last year?
Option 1.
Number 8. Have you ever blank to Europe?
Option 2.
Correct. 9. I went to London 2 years ago.
Option 1.
And the last one, have you ever tried bungee jumping?
Option 1.
Okay. Let's see. Very good. So you did 100%. Congratulations, everyone. Thank you, Farid.
You're welcome.
Okay, so that was it for units 1 to 3. Now we go to practice quiz. So I will ask you to turn on your cameras if you can. If you can't, don't worry. But just turn on your cameras and go to the platform. Go to the platform. Go to PS3. You will find the practice quiz right here on Unit 6. So inside Unit 6, at the end, you have the practice quiz. I will give you about 7 minutes to complete. And then we're gonna give you some recommendations for the final exam. Okay? So turn on your cameras now and complete practice quiz Unit 6. If you finish before the 7 minutes, you can let me know in the chat. Great, Lucia, very good. So you can relax for now. It's not necessary, Ariel. You don't need to share your screen. Um, sure, no problem. I think now you can share your screen, Ariel. So probably if you can share right now, you can share at all. Because I'm not sharing my screen anymore.
Actually, you have to allow them, Pablo.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. It's in the option share screen in the advanced settings.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, there. Can you try now, Ariel?
Well, I have a question for them. Where is it? Oh, it's here. When I did my quiz, I see this, my score, and then I saw them, this. I can do this.
Oh, okay.
I really want to know what in what question I
You
made
got
wrong.
wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. Because it should be available. You should be able to see your wrong answers.
That's why I wanted to ask them to the
Okay.
other people.
Great. Great. So I will probably email someone about that to see what's going on.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, we have a couple of minutes more to go, but if you finish, you can let me know. Okay, so Nath, you're telling me you have problems in number 6. I'll do the quiz really fast, and I will tell you if there's something wrong there. Okay. Okay, so right now I think you can see my screen. Great, Enzo. Uh, Naf. In my opinion, option B is the correct one. Okay, so I would go with this one. What do you have to do today? Lots of things, right? Okay, so that was it for the time to the practice quiz. We're going to continue right now because I have to give you some recommendations for the final exam. Farid, can you help me for this one? So we read one recommendation each.
Sure.
Okay, so I'll start. Um, Pay attention because this is very, very important information for you guys. Well, so the final global exam, which consists of 25 multiple choice exercises that contemplate all the course units with the following procedures. Okay, so it's going to be 25 questions and it's going to be from unit 1 to unit 6. Okay, Farid, can you read the next one?
Yeah, sure. The final exam will be available in the platform on June 25th during class hours. So it means you can only access them during your class, not before, not after. So it will be the same timing for your
Yes.
exam.
So it should be at 3, right?
Yep.
Okay. Um, Final exam access will be released on June 25th during class hours in the presence of teachers. So we're gonna be here to help you. Let's see the next one.
The time allotted for the final exam is 50 minutes, meaning that once students start taking the exam, they have 50 minutes to finish. So you have to complete everything within 50 minutes, no more, no less.
Okay. Students can make only one attempt to take the exam, meaning that they can take the exam only once. Yeah, you can only take the exam once, one time, right? It's not like the other exams that you could do one more than once.
Access to the final exam denied if students attempt to continue taking the exam after time is out. So it means when time is up, you cannot take the exam. You won't be allowed to even try again. It's just 50 minutes max.
Okay, let's see the next one. Access to the final exam will be denied if students attempt to take the exam twice. So if you try again, it's not gonna be available for you, okay?
Scores obtained after finishing the final exams will not be modified. So you cannot change or you cannot have your scores change after that. So I mean 20 means 20, not 21 or 22.
Okay. The passing grade is 75%. Such grade is the average between the quizzes and the final exam scores. The passing grade is provided by the platform marking system. Students can see their passing grade in the platform section called Calificaciones. So it is like the practice quizzes that we have been doing. You finish and you already get your grade. And similar to to the regular courses, you have to 75% to pass.
Students also have to make sure to complete all the quizzes and unit exercises to have access to the final exam. So it means if you haven't finished the previous quizzes or unit exercises, then you won't be allowed to take the exam. So you have to finish everything before the exam.
Students can have more information about the exam in platform in the folder called Avisos. So you can go there to the platform in Avisos, you will find extra information about the final exam.
Days before the final exam, students must find a quiet spot to take the exam, run a check on their computers or cell phones to make sure everything is working well, and take all the unit practice quizzes again, tracking their time to enhance test taking performance. So make sure that you check your microphone or your camera or your computer before the exam, because if something happened during the exam, it will be very difficult to fix it.
Okay.
Yeah, okay, go.
Yeah, so this is like the very last part of the recommendations. Okay, make time on Thursday, June 25th to take the exam in class. So try to be present. In our presence in order to count with our assistance in case something unexpected happens during the procedure. So if you have any kind of problem during the exam, we're gonna be there to help you, okay?
And if you ask about other days, contact adults@ccpa.edu.py or rmartins@ccpa.edu.py. So if you have any question, if you want to change your dates or any other questions, you have to contact Ms. Raquel Martins, who is the coordinator of adults. So you have 2 email addresses where you can contact.
Okay. And yeah, this is the last piece of information. Other alternatives to take the final exam do not contemplate the assistance of a teacher during the procedure. Okay, so if you cannot do it on Thursday and you go and ask Mrs. Martin, probably there won't be any extra help. But if you are on June 25th at 3 p.m., we're gonna be there to help you if you have any problems.
Ariel has a question.
Yes, what does he say?
Either what about something happened to a student, he got injured. So that's why you need to send an email to Raquel Martins, Ariel.
Yeah. Communication is very important. If you have any problems, you have to let us know or let Miss Martin know.
And there's another question. The final exam will be a written exam? Yes.
Yes.
It's just like it's quizzes, just like we did today.
Yeah. Okay, so we got to the very end of the class. We did the reviews from units 1 to 6, and we reviewed the final exam procedures, okay? So study very hard. I hope to see you on Thursday, and I hope you pass, guys, okay? Have a nice weekend.
Bye bye, everyone. Have a good weekend and best of luck for your final exam.